Hey, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. Good day. This gives me hope. This is about 23 minutes long. Here is a real shot of $1 million note. When they used to do $1 million notes, I don't know how many $1 million notes they have or how many $100,000 notes they have here, but they had to get these notes turned in and get them into the quantum system according to sources I've talked to and get a evaluation of gold for those notes. I don't know what government or what banks were issuing these notes or had these, but at one time these were real monetary notes, Federal Reserve notes, uh, and so there's a picture of a $1 million and bundles of 100,000. He has several bundles of 100,000 and one bundle of $1 million notes. So that is crazy real, but this stuff is going on. They're changing this fiat into gold bullion and currencies, and they're making evaluations on these things and getting that set up. And this is in Malaysia, China, evidently Russia, US, and other countries as well. 208 or 209 countries worldwide are working on this. They've been working on this on or before when Trump got in 2016, and evidently, according to this guy, they've been working on this in 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and longer. So about 90 years to get these uh, vaults and filled with gold and to get these things physically recorded and set up with trials and juries and I mean judicial systems, legal systems, and banking systems, both legally and banking wise. And there are different levels of banks. There are primary banks and banks above the primary banks. And this bank is an international bank and it's above the primary banks. And they do deal in trillions and quadrillions of dollars. It's astronomical, but that's how much gold is out there, even more. But this whole video on this, it says too good to be true, but evidently it's not. Uh, I think he did this in 2017, but we're seeing this released in August 27th of 2021. So what's gone on since August? I don't know. I think more of what has previously been set up. And this evidently was done out of Malaysia, which has strong connections with China, Australia, of course, Philippines. There's vast amounts of gold in the Philippines, evidently in Malaysia, in India, in China, and evidently in Russia and the United States, and probably other countries as well. We don't know all the details. Anyhow, I just thought this was a very interesting video. I recommend it highly. I will give you the link to this video, and this gives me hope that the quantum system is actually coming and is a real hope for a real system and real monetary changes. Uh, as he said in here, a lot of the countries that are struggling, they don't even have the basic necessities of housing, clothing, food, shelter. A lot of the Western countries do, but a lot of the other countries do not in Asia, Africa, and other places do not even have the basic necessities. And hopefully, this will get a lot of people out of indebtedness countries and also get the money to so they can have the infrastructure for roads, so they can have places to live, so they can have food and clothing and water and shelter. The basic things which we take for granted, and power. Uh, if these things will come to pass, it will really change and make this world better. That's what we're hoping with the new quantum financial systems. We'll see. Uh, no, this is the first physical video document of any representation, any realistic uh, uh, noted bank and noted individuals that are really real that I've seen in the last 3 years working and trying to dig information up from the quantum financial system. This gives me hope that these things are real. They're based on physical assets of gold, silver, platinum, jewels, and other things, probably other treasures and other things. So they're trying to get these fiat currencies hooked to these vaults, these gold vaults and these treasury vaults that are worldwide, and do it through this bank and maybe other major banks too. This is just one of the major international banks that this man represents in Malaysia. But he talked about Malaysia, India, China, did not mention Russia. He mentioned the U.S. Treasury and the Federal Reserve has the information on this as well. So I don't think we're getting rid of the Federal Reserve and the World Banks. He mentioned the United Nations as well. So I don't think any of these entities that currently exist and have records of these assets are going away anytime soon. But it does give me hope and positive proof that these things are realistic. Watch the video, we watch it, and share it. Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. This gives me hope that the quantum financial system will soon be in place and hopefully within a year. Good day.